Groove.
That's
Yeah, no, Emperor's New Groove is just a better movie.
Well, that's what we started with
Marvel.
tonight, folks. The argument about whether or not Nikki would prefer The Emperor's New Groove over Nemo.
Emperor's New Groove is a better movie. It's just
Literally the
factual.
first things we said when we were live. It's okay, because there's an advertisement, so I don't care.
But legit, like anybody who would pick Nemo over Emperor's New Groove is just wrong.
Objectively
I
incorrect.
feel like Verdant definitely would choose Nemo.
That's because they're a fish nerd, and they fell for the mental like programming Nickelodeon had before the movie, or no, sorry, Disney Channel came out with. You know that? Literally years before Disney released or Pixar released Finding Nemo, the Disney Channel released fish facts and got kids interested in fish for the upcoming movie. Literally being programmed by Disney to enjoy fish.
That's
Fish
actually,
are cool.
it's actually super funny.
Yeah, it's real. The like advertising director for Disney in the documentary by an incredible YouTuber. Oh, what was his name? Defunct Land.
I
He
love
did an
Defunct
interview with
Land.
the actual like advertising director of the Disney Channel, and they were 100% honest. It was like, oh yeah, it's messed up. We like got kids into fish on purpose.
That's horrible. So anyway,
That's what we start today's session with. Fun facts.
Yeah,
about
fun facts
dystopian
about-
Disney.
fun facts about the Disney Corporation and how they absolutely ruin your children.
And the best part is, this circles back to our first 2-minute stream.
Yeah! Woo! Anyway, okay, so
Full circle.
I will be entirely honest with you folks. I don't know what happened last time. But I heard that you didn't die, so at least that's a plus.
We learned that there was a weird effect going on with the flora and
Ley
fauna.
lines.
Yes, Senjar sent you all into the depths to go
Yes.
figure out why Leviathan-class species were being created out of things that definitely should not be Leviathan-class.
Giant scrimp.
And you found a mega-sized shrimp.
Yay.
Again, I'm pretty sure you all escaped unscathed.
Yeah.
So there you are. Other than that, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Depths of the Druma. This is episode, yes, 7, 6, 7, something like that. Less than 10, I'll tell you that much. So, after depositing whatever samples you collected from the Leviathan-class shrimp, you all make your way to your quarters and you rest up, well earned. It's horrifying looking at a giant shrimp after all. And as you all come to the following morning, you all get out of bed, you all make your way to the mess hall, and standing in line to get their food is a very familiar face, one Denizen Hallister is back. He has returned from his long hiatus to secure better protection abilities for future dives from Dr. Ericart and the funding of the Leviathan Initiative. And as he kind of turns to see you all, he smiles softly and looks at you. So, I heard you had a very interesting day yesterday.
Yes, we discovered that large number or a percentage of the fauna are capable of transforming into large-scale creatures. Currently, our best scientists are researching it to see what the actual cause of that is, but so far the leading theory is ley lines.
Interesting. I've never known that, Leviathan-class beings can be created in such a way, but a good thing to know, I suppose.
Well, magic does have a very interesting way of working.
Well, I suppose that you should be congratulated for making it back in one piece. And I have good news of my own. Dr. Ercott has understood the report that I gave him and the necessity for better protecting our future dives, and so he has accepted the design and the funding required to create a new submarine. I have a prototype here that I was allowed to bring back until a more fully functional model can be created. I can certainly show you after you've gathered your meal, or we can go now. It matters not.
I think a quick meal followed by demonstration would not go awry. But we can fast track through that and just head straight to the demonstration.
And so you all gather your meal. You eat it rather quickly, and Denzin takes you to Docking Bay 1. And there...
I'm going to ask,
Mm-hmm.
has the cook's cooking got even remotely edible?
This is the Navy. No.
Shame.
The eggs are watery. It's not exactly the best. So.
Could they be actually classified as eggs, though?
Pretty sure they're dehydrated.
Yeah, that's what we'll go with. We'll go with rehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Extra hydrated.
So, you all make your way to the the Docking Bay 1. And as the doors open, a gasp escapes Denzin as he looks into the room and just shouts out, "And what do you think you are doing?" As you see another blue tiefling looking at the shiny new submarine now suspended from the docking arms.
I am looking at what you're obviously going to let me drive out of here. I'm not sure what you mean. What am I doing?
Come back for one day. It hasn't even been docked for less than an hour, and you're already here.
Dulcet, it'll be good to have a pilot on this journey.
That's what I figured you needed me for. Is that not what... You bring a shiny new ship in? I assume that is what I'm here for.
She raises a very good point.
I see no reason why the pilot shouldn't join us.
No, I don't have a reason for them not to be here. I just specifically left out the fact that I was coming back today, so that maybe, just maybe, we could put it through its paces safely.
It's going to be safe. I have very good dexterity, and I am very good with my hands and tail. I think that it will be excellent. You don't take something out for a crawl if you want to make sure it's going to survive out here. You have to take it out for a run.
That is a very good point.
Just stop feeding it to her.
No,
Well-
I enjoyed this. Thank you, honey.
I'm just saying, if you want to test out a gun, you can't really trust it in the firing range. You got to drop it in the mud a couple times to make sure it's reliable.
I suppose you are correct. Just don't break the propeller shaft. That's all I ask.
When is the last time I broke something? Long ago. Long ago, I will argue.
Didn't you almost ram a ship into our
No,
Keywords almost.
I did not do such a thing. It is just fine. You all rode in the ship moments later. I don't know what you are talking about.
Well, I see no reason for them not to join us. Shall we
No.
go to this demonstration?
Of course, but before we start, I do have to tell you about certain things that exist upon the Charybdis class. Very different from the Odyssey. This is designed for protection. It's a decommissioned war vessel, actually. So, protection and offense. More heavily armored, less so for exploration, so no real large visible windows. A few portholes every once in a while so you can see out of, but we've gone ahead and we've equipped it with a pair of torpedo launchers. They are both forward-facing, so do keep that in mind. We have a station in which you will program the torpedoes to fire on a certain trajectory. They should be able to go exactly where you want them. I've also included on either side of the vessel 2 anti-boarding spear guns. These things are designed to stop. Well, they're designed to stop pirates.
Can I get how many? Can I
Yes.
get how many
Give me
torpedoes we
one.
have?
Give me 1 second. So you have a total payload value of 10 torpedoes that can come out of 2 tubes. And I will go over the rules of the torpedoes when it becomes pertinent.
Understood. Thank you.
Here. Missile. Oh no, wait, I'll put this in player resources. Yeah. Within player resources, I have added the Charybdis class submarine. Stat block. For right now, I think that will suffice, as we are just going to be doing a test run. Though I did include a few boxes of ammunition for the rotary cannon. I don't expect you to be needing much of anything, but just in case.
Honey perked up at the mention of ammunition.
Well, I suppose you may all find your stations within. One of you will have to reload the torpedoes. One of you will have to operate the mechanism for guiding the torpedoes. One of you, will be piloting it, and one of you will be manning the onboard sonar and warning system. It can detect incoming launches up to 800 meters away. It should give you enough time to react and avoid impact with things coming in. You just have to be actively using the device. It is not a passive thing. Not yet, anyway.
That will most likely be my job.
Very well. Other than that, I suppose you climb aboard and prepare for launch.
Variant will make his way in the ship and just kind of start looking around at things and stuff.
It is very, very mechanical heavy within this submersible. Unlike the Odyssey, where everything is kind of clean and easy to maneuver through, and definitely designed more for exploration with large glass windows everywhere and various reading equipment. This is very much different. The forward section of the ship is still a large glass window, and that's so the pilot can see where they're going. But there are far less viewports upon the Charybdis, and those that do exist are very, very small.
So we'll be relying a lot more on the front-facing and sonar.
It would appear that way, yes.
Good to know. Well, what's our first journey with this?
Trial run. Open water. I want you to be able to get to depth and maneuver around, really get a feel for it. Perhaps I will follow in the Intrepid and dump some targets for you to calibrate yourselves to the torpedo mechanisms and perhaps the other armaments in order to make sure that you are well prepared for what happens, if anything happens.
Sounds good to me.
Sorry, I've been staring at the gun the whole time. We going or what?
Yes. Whenever you are all prepared. Oh, and one more thing. The radio system on board these things is far better than your standard suits. You should be able to maintain contact with us for a long time. We're not entirely sure of the range, so when we get to that point, I believe it would be good to turn back around.
Understood. So I believe we board the vessel and get it ready for takeoff. Or I don't know what the nautical term for that is.
For launch?
Launch?
Launch. Yeah, get it ready for launch.
Nothing is going to happen, Denizen, and you should not worry. You don't have to follow, but I am glad that you will be close by. But let's go.
Very well. Well, in this particular case, yes, let us go.
Does this thing have seat belts?
It can, I suppose.
Seat belts seem like a good idea.
There we go.
So, what happens when we launch?
Well, you all launch as the docking arms lower the submarine into the water, and I will allow Dulcet to explain how it is exactly they get you out, much to Denzin's chagrin.
Dulcet, she tries to take it easy at first, kind of just babying the situation, trying to take it like one by one, just carefully making sure she's flipping all the switches correctly. She's carefully turning up knobs, not taking them all the way immediately. But she does like keep looking around at the different like settings to see just how high they eventually could go. You know, just knowledge for the future. Secret tool we'll use later. But she's nice and easy to start, just because she wants to impress her brother a little bit and make sure that he's not on her case about it later.
As you begin to get it underway, it feels sluggish. It feels heavy, industrial. It feels like it was designed to take a beating. And unlike the Odyssey class, which is nimble and quick and able to maneuver about, it seems that some things are going to be a little bit more difficult, to say the least. But eventually you do hit open water, heading westward into much deeper water. And then Denzin's voice comes over the radio. Hello, hello? Can you hear me?
Yep, confirmed. We can hear you.
Uh-huh.
We can all hear you.
Good. Good. Well, I suppose welcome to the Charybdis and its trial runs. For all intents and purposes, I'm going to have each of you test yourselves upon the stations here, just to make sure that we all understand how they work. If that is okay with all of you.
I suppose.
Right. So, I want someone to be manning the sonar system, if you would not mind.
Who here has the highest communication device skills? Because I think that might be me.
I should look at my character sheet. May have.
I have a.
Is it the Comtech?
Correct.
Yeah,
I have 4.
I also have 4.
0.
All right. Commander Plum is in the communications room.
Okay.
Or the sonar room, which also is nice because then I can give you guys commands through the radio.
All right. I want you to test the device and tell me what you hear. So go ahead and make that Comtech roll.
2 successes.
Very well. As you kind of listen in, it's a mixed device. It is both sonar and hydrophone, so you can hear engine noise, you can ping distances and figure out how they all work. And as you operate the system, a ping sounds and bounces off of an object about 200 meters above and behind you. It seems to be maintaining its speed with you.
Wait, there's another vessel?
Yes, surface vessel. And
There seems to be a surface vessel near us. Is that of concern?
no, my friend, that is me. I am following you. I told you I was.
But understood.
I'm sorry, I told you I was coming out on the Intrepid. I just did not want to tell you where I was to make sure that all the devices were working.
Are you going to have us shoot missiles at you? Because that does not seem smart.
No, I have other
It was
plans
fun,
for
though.
that. I have other plans for that. Well, I suppose that can take us to the second test. Weapons. Now, before you get all excited, calibrating torpedoes is a very fine and finicky thing. Loading them, not so much. The device for launching the torpedoes should be somewhere near the command center, is what I would refer to it as. Near where the sonar sounds. I will need someone to get on that station, and someone to go below, where the torpedo tubes are, and begin loading them.
Honey, if you would like to load it, I can press the buttons. Because I don't think I'm going to lift one of those in there. I'm not going to lie to you.
Honey glowers for a moment.
I mean,
Or
I can
sighing.
try.
No, you're right. And then she goes down to where indicated to start preparing to load.
And Verdant will go to the comm station.
Honey, make me a heavy machinery check.
2 successes.
Easy peasy, no problem at all. You find one of the torpedoes and you rack it in place. There are assists, chain hoists and whatnot, but you don't need it.
Damn right I don't.
And you slide it in place, and the loading mechanism pushes it forward, and you seal the hatch. And you hear a very satisfying sound of water filling the tube. And Verdant, I will need you to make a Comtech roll.
Yeah.
Would you like to... Oh, I guess you're not exactly in a stressful situation, so... There's a lot of buttons and a lot of knobs. And a lot of numbers. And at first, it really doesn't make much sense to you.
So which of these am I exactly supposed to be touching?
Oh, you're going to be looking for this button. And I'm going to give them a command roll to give them some buffs.
Go for it.
I give you no buffs. May God have mercy on your soul.
That button looks literally like every other button.
Would you like to try again?
No, look for the puce button, not the chartreuse one.
Puce?
Could Honey try
This one?
to... Never mind.
So eventually, you find a label for each of these circular dials, and it is trajectory and distance. And you gather that the torpedo will be launched upon a set trajectory and a set distance at a set time once that trajectory is found by the submarine. More or less, that's the simplified version. And, well, I suppose I should probably give you a target.
Oh, right, I'm not aiming at you.
I would very much rather not go for a swim today. Okay. Here is something.
Please, for the love of God, nobody blow my brother up. That would be very bad.
Yeah, I would much rather not be in the water today. Captain, or Commander, I suppose. Go ahead and sound your sonar again and tell me what you see.
No successes. Shall I try again?
I would, you report that you find nothing. That's not good. Try again.
This time I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
Hey, there we go, 1 success.
Make sure to mark a point of panic before you push your rolls.
Oh, it automatically did it.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, my stress is now 1.
Neat. Oh, I guess you don't incur the point of panic whenever you roll the dice. Weird. I always did it so when you pushed, you added the panic immediately, but that's okay. We'll just do it this way. It's easy, and I don't have to change anything.
John, just
Yes?
because I'm new to the sheet being in Roll20, do we carry over our stress from the previous mission we were on? Or does
No,
that
your
reset
stress will reset
Okay.
whenever you go back to Gorgon Point.
Okay, sounds good.
I might be a vindictive DM. I'm not that level. As funny as it would be to make it so that you don't lose stress.
You're always stressed.
You are always stressed, always scared.
I have an anxiety disorder, Your Honor.
It's fun because there is a module in which that is the case. You will always be stressed and always be scared, but tends to happen when you're hung over a black hole. So, well, you after several fiddicking points, you eventually do have a ping. It is for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna use a razor shark because that's what he's dragging behind his boat currently. You do get a ping. It's currently 900 meters behind you, off to the right side.
Oh, this can see 900 meters? Nice.
I will relay the location of this creature and actually try and give Verdant another buff for their next contact roll.
Okay.
That is 2 extra die for you, Verdant.
Yippee!
Okay. Now remember, your torpedoes are forward facing. And so you have to be pointing in a certain direction in order to fire them off accurately. And this is where the pilot comes into play. So, for ship-to-ship combat, and any combat utilizing vehicles that do not have turrets, i.e. this one, you will have forward-firing arc, which I will figure out a way to indicate at some point. Probably just by rotating your token wherever it is you want to be facing. And The pilot, whoever is piloting, when they make a drive action or a piloting action, they are free to move 4 squares in this particular vehicle because that is its speed. You will have a +2 to any piloting checks you make due to its mobility. And turning about will just be done as if you were pivoting in place. I'm not going to worry about actual underwater physics here, folks. That's way above my pay grade, and we are not playing a naval war game.
So I believe the next roll is a piloting check.
It should be.
Mercedes, you're live.
Sorry, that's me.
That's so many
That was-
dice.
So many dice. That's so many more dice than I was supposed to roll. I don't know why it rolled. So if I just press the button on the thing, will
Yeah.
it?
If you
It
just
should-
click piloting, it should.
Oh, you know what? It asked me how many additional dice to add.
Yeah, it's just 2.
There we go.
It should just be 2 for the vehicle. So, you may maneuver, and I think I will actually do this. So I will give you a marker. The pink dot will be your forward-facing area, and you may rotate your submersible however you see fit to best attack the razor shark body that is currently being towed by Denzin. You may move 4 squares because that is the speed of your vessel.
Okay. Wait, is the pink thing?
The front.
That's the front, and
Yes.
then we're heading towards the white square, right?
Yeah, you want to be heading toward. Oh, is it really just a white square for you guys?
I can see the razor
I can
shark.
see it.
Interesting.
Can you, Mercedes, can you rotate it using the little blue peg at the top?
I'm having just a big trouble with all of this in general. My computer is real dumb.
Oh, the
Actually,
pink
the
dot
pink
doesn't
dot does
change.
not follow it.
Boo! All right,
That's so sad.
I will figure out another way. We'll just use the blue line for right now as the indicator until I figure out a better system.
Well, it also locks itself in the grid, so
Gosh darn it!
even that will be a little.
So we'll give you a 90-degree arc, I suppose, off the front of wherever it is you're facing, and that'll be how this works.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm zoomed in enough to actually see things and move things.
All right.
I think I went 2, so that'd be 1 more.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
And when you are in a position, Verdant, go ahead and relock your coordinates and press the button to send it away.
Okay. Hold it nice and steady so I don't shoot your brother.
Okay.
I'm gonna headcanon those 2 successes were because of me.
And the one sound I don't have is a torpedo launch, and I think I do, but I'm not really worried about it right now. So, honey, you hear a very satisfying whoosh of gas as the torpedo expels itself outside of the submarine.
Yep.
And Commander Plum, You are listening intently. You are listening intently. You are listening intently, and you hear a very distant explosion come through your listening device.
Confirmed hit. I repeat, confirmed hit.
Well done. And then you will just repeat this process over and over and over until you are out of torpedoes. And by that point, I would say you are out of luck. Well, maybe. I don't know. These torpedoes are very nice. They are able to burrow through the hulls of ship very easily, and should be more than enough to better protect you all. Would you like to continue these tests, or would you just rather see its capabilities in maneuvering?
Can I look at the sonar?
I mean, it's your vessel. You may do with it what you want.
That was me asking Captain Plum.
Oh,
Go right on ahead. I don't see an issue.
Verdant comes over and excitedly starts looking at the sonar, and just trying to figure out the observation aspect of things as much as possible because that intrigues him. Even though it's
Yeah,
still Comtech.
Plum will give Verdon a rundown of how you use the sonar systems. It's one of the few things he's actually very knowledgeable in.
Oh. I see, I see. Do you like part of me wants to ask Honey if they would like to shoot the missile, but I don't think that would end well for Tencent. Um hmm. And then he's just going to casually ping the sonar to look at it and fail miserably while pinging the sonar.
Wait. Roll 2 extra die.
That didn't roll how I thought it would. Neither of them were a 6.
Damn, but
This is so sad. He will never get to use sonar. Dawson, would you like to do anything?
I would love to do a million things, really, but that would not be safe for most of us, and my brother would kill me. So, and he's on this line.
Seatbelts.
So,
Yeah, you'd have to catch us to kill you.
that is true. And knowing me, he would not catch up. Not with that dinghy he's in right now.
You might not want to smack talk too much though, because he can hear us.
Oh, I know he can hear me. That's the best part of being on the line with him. I'm way down here and he can do nothing about it.
I did not bring depth charges.
Not for your shiny new ship. No.
No.
I hope not.
No, but I brought duds. Oh, by the way, this is what it's going to feel like, mostly, minus the big explosions, if you were to ever come under depth charge attack. Good luck.
Depth charge? What
Oh
is
no,
that?
everybody brace.
they are explosives that are sent underwater and go off after a selected amount of time.
What is that selected amount of time? Verdon starts getting in a seat and seatbelting himself.
Usually no more than a minute, maybe. It takes a while for the bombs to sink.
Again, I would just brace.
Fair enough.
Would you like me to make a pilot?
I would love for you to make a piloting check.
Okay. Also, apparently, I'm not supposed to roll my typical 8. I'm supposed to add 2 for the ship. So
Correct.
let me roll 10.
Oh, I guess I should also include that within
Oh
the...
God. I'm gonna push just because I don't.
Is
I
this a
wanna
stressful
make my
enough
brother roll.
situation?
Hey, that's 1. That's 1.
Okay.
10 dice and I only get 1. That seems. That's
Mercedes, now you know what my life is
terrible.
like. This is why I hate pot rollers. Anyway, so the way that avoiding things is going to operate is if you receive a warning of incoming fire, which, because you were warned by Denzin, I will count. But for the most part, it would be a comtech roll from whoever's operating the sonar system. Whether or not you succeed will determine a few things. Depending on when you detect incoming objects, such as torpedoes, depth charges, other things, will determine how many successes are required to complete the piloting role and dodging the incoming things. Usually, you can take a long action on a successful piloting check to avoid. And you can do this a couple of ways. It's really dealer's choice. You can either accelerate your ship, you can decelerate the ship, or you can dive. And you can dive to up to 4 zones, or in this case, every 50 meters, I believe is what I've made the squares. Yeah, 50 meters. So you can maneuver your ship at anywhere you want to within a 200-meter area. So, Dulcet, how would you like to avoid the depth charges that are now falling onto the submarine?
To ask my commander, because although my instinct is to just race forward, I'm not the only person on this ship right now. Commander, forward or down? Oh, a comtech? Is that what you need me to do?
Shit, I will push this. No successes.
Well, Denzin gave you warning, so you do know that depth charges are coming. It will just be in the future.
Then I'll try and give them a command roll to give them buffs, but I don't really have anything to tell you.
Okay.
2 successes and a failure.
Okay, and a panic. So go ahead and roll
How do I
me.
roll panic die?
That's a good question. I am not the one to ask that.
Above the stress, on your character sheet where it says stress, you click the words.
Oh, it even tells you what your outcome is? God, I love this!
That's exactly what Sam said.
Oh, that's so nice. I don't even have to look it up. So, I will say this for future rolls within the ship. All of you will have a +2 to whatever skill is related to your station. Because that's how vehicles operate. They make it your life easier, so you don't have to rely solely on your skill. I forgot to mention that.
Unlocked that +2 bonus by training.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll go with that. It's definitely not me forgetting to add it. Not at all. Not at all. So yeah, you may now add a +2 to all of your stations. So when you are loading torpedoes, +2 to your heavy machinery check. When you are locking on the torpedoes, +2. If you are piloting, +2. Because vehicles make everything better, because they're designed to.
Yippee.
And so, Denzin has dropped depth charges. Your sonar pings them. They are about 100 meters above you and falling rapidly.
You
I
get
say
a
forward.
+2 die roll to this.
All right. That's just so many dice. So I'm adding 2 for the ship, 2
Uh-huh.
for my skill, and
Yes.
2
You
for
don't-
what the commander
Command.
just gave me.
Yes.
All you need to do is click the button and add modifiers. So 2 from the captain, 2 from the ship. Total of 4.
Okay. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, don't. Well, no, you were also saying about adding your skill to it. You don't add. You only add outside factors.
No, I know. That's not what I was asking, but okay.
Oh, you panicked.
So I have 1 success and 1 panic.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll your panic. It shouldn't be that bad. So click just above stress, apparently. Yeah, there you go. You're
Keeping it
fine.
together.
So, how would you like to avoid the depth charges? This is your choice.
I'm gonna race forward.
Okay. So, by accelerating your ship, you may now move 5 squares.
And to be clear, John,
Uh-huh.
is north like deeper, or how's the map work? That's my question at this point.
You know what? That's how we will do. That's what. I will actually add a bar, and we can just put in bar 1. Attribute depth. Is that something I can do? Height.
When I start playing chess over here.
Alright, screw it. The green bar will be your current depth. And you should all be able to change this. So, and or see it. So, all players save settings. I don't want you to be able to see your maximum depth. So you should be able to edit the green bar circle to be however deep you want to be.
Okay.
See what you're talking about, the 50. Okay.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if I'm going forward, I just want to move forward.
Yes.
So 1, 3, 4, 5. One more. There we go.
Okay. And for funsies, that was the path of his boat. So, you all anxiously wait, and nothing happens. Did you get hit with anything?
You said they were duds, but no, we didn't get hit with anything.
They
of
are
course.
duds. They're weighted barrels. I just filled them with lead.
Oh, is that all?
Actually, I'm gonna put a random attribute in there. That way the bar is visible. 400 is not your maximum depth that you know of. And so you can change that now as you see fit. Okay. Do we think we have a handle on how everything works here?
I think so.
I believe so.
Very well. You have a lot more fuel than I do in those engines of yours. And I've been running rather rapidly along the surface. And I believe it should be about time where I return, which is fine. It can lead to our next test of testing your long-range communication abilities. Yes? I will be returning back to Gorgon Point, and you all should follow over time.
Understood.
Okay.
And so you are now in your submarine, heading back to Gorgon Point.
Go.
Yep, we make the trek back.
Yes.
Do you continue to maintain your
Yeah.
My-
I feel
No,
like
I'm gonna
Vernon is
leave
looking
the pilot
through
seat.
the window a little bit. He wants to look through the window as much as he can.
Verdant, please make me an observation check.
Plum will also just be staying at the sonar, getting himself more familiar with all the buttons.
Make me a
developing
contact
the
roll.
muscle memory.
One.
2 successes.
Okay.
So the ultramarine button is what I press. I see.
The what?
Ultramarine is a color. Fun fact.
Oh, I thought you were talking about there being like a toilet seat.
No, that's a latrine.
Verdant, which window do you choose to look out of?
I mean, if there is a smaller one near where I'm at, otherwise the front window. I don't know where the smaller ones are.
They are scattered in various open areas, mostly along the left and right of the vessel.
Whichever one is closest to my little station.
There is a little window right next to your little station as part of the command bunker. The
Yippee.
command tower, as it were. As you kind of look out, you think for a second that maybe you see something shift in the water.
Big something?
Relatively big something. And Plum, you get a ping 900 meters ahead, just off your left side, probably about 11 o'clock from your current trajectory. And it is 150 meters down.
Dulcet, there seems to be a creature 900 feet ahead of us and at 11 o'clock downwards. Do you have visual confirmation?
Let me
Make an observation check.
look. Yeah. Let me look. With my eyes. That's 1 success. Yeah.
Okay. It is very hard to see with your eyeballs, but you
Yeah.
it is especially 900 meters underwater is nothing to sneeze at, but you are relatively close to the surface, and you can make out what looks to be a very small black dot in the distance.
There is something there, but it does not look big or threatening.
Just confirmation. Is this a different shape from the one I'm seeing?
Nope, this is relatively the same shape that you're seeing.
Okay. I definitely do not think that we are alone.
I believe we should keep our current trajectory, and if it decides to investigate, just have everyone battle ready.
Honey,
Yeah.
you should put a missile in just in case.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure, honey, you should always put a missile in just after we have just used one.
I've been planning on it, but there was a lot going on. Read as I meant to say something about it, but my computer kept exploding over and over and over.
Did you add your extra 2 to that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, easily enough. You reach out, grab a torpedo, ram it home. This is gonna be a piece of cake for you. You will note, I will also note that between your 2 torpedoes, there is a porthole, and it seems to be connected with a pistol grip of some sort that seems to be able to articulate within the nose of your submarine. And there's a bunch of boxes of ammunition sitting right in front of it.
You just made Honey's day.
Honey totally doesn't immediately start playing with it.
You open the boxes, and these are relatively large, seemingly propeller-projected devices, similar to the spears that go into your spear gun, but on a much larger scale. They also have a wonderful little yellow painted tip on them. They're about 20 millimeters round.
So everybody, just picture that scene from Lilo and Stitch when Stitch crawls out of the crater. That's what everybody hears echoing through the hall. She doesn't even say anything into the comm. You just hear that echoing. And she starts fiddling to try to load the gun.
Yeah. Easy enough. It seems to be that the rotary cannon functions much like a Gatling gun in that it is a gravity-fed magazine. The shells are loaded into the magazine first. The magazine is then placed on top, and you hold onto the pistol grip to aim and crank away with a side-mounted crank. And it seems that the barrels will rotate with every crank, and the large caliber spear tips will be ejected out front. You also have a +2 to the heavy machinery to fire this weapon.
Alrighty. Now just wait for a target.
Okay. So you say you continue on this current trajectory, correct?
Yes, we are going to continue forward fearlessly into the breach.
Okay, give me 1 second. I think I might have it working for our current dilemma. We're just gonna copy. We're gonna save this. Okay. Go back to the choose a file. That. Okay. Close that. Put it there. Is there a way I can attach to? It'd be helpful if it was on the right layer, I suppose.
I mean, you can select multiple objects at once. I don't think you can link them.
Hooray! Alright, so just select. Controlled by all players. Save. Okay. So then whenever you select your submarine to move, just drag over it and you should be able to move, and that will point you in the direction that your submarine is facing. Oh, yep, it's controlled by all players. You just make a drag selection over both squares, and then you should be able to move and rotate freely, and it will do its best.
That's a useful tool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If only I could see it.
Your thing is still broken?
Every time I refresh it, it causes the entire computer to bug out, and then Discord crashes. I've attempted 4 times now.
At that point, I'm sorry, bud. That sounds like a you problem.
That's why I can't say anything.
It
works. So.
It mostly works.
So yeah, we continue on our path.
Yes. Moving forward.
Okay. I would like observation checks and a sonar check if you would not mind.
I'm going to
do
use
mind,
my
John.
personal item to lower my stress by 1, if that's alright.
Okay. Hey.
No success, but I do panic.
Oh, that means you can't push the roll either. Oh, dearie me. Now you're fine.
But I keep it together.
1 success.
Can I push this? Because I feel stressed.
That is fair.
I did not.
I just got this roll so fast, I would have given you commander buffs.
I mean, you can try.
Okay.
Not
I
after
rolled
the
fast
fact.
because there's buttons there.
I can't upgrade you after the fact.
That's fair.
Okay. There are 2 pings. One ping. Oh no, there's still only 1 ping. Never mind. That's way outside the range. The ping is moved. It is now more at your 10 o'clock position, 500 meters away, 100 meters down, or 50 meters below you.
Does it? That
Depth
object
of-
appears to be getting closer. Any visual update on your side? Because it may be coming our way. Maybe we should try and avoid it.
No, I don't see anything ahead of us. I'm having trouble with it. But what direction is it? I will try to move to avoid it.
At your 10 o'clock, go... Oh, what's that heading? Like... 70 heading would be take like a pretty much direct right. I don't know nautical terms. I'll have to learn a few from Sam to be better in character.
You could say just turn.
Take a sharp 90-degree right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, I just now realized something. With the arrow, you can just rotate it around your object, and it will. You don't have to worry about rotating your your thing. You know what I'm saying? You can just point it.
Mhm.
You can just
You
No,
point
I
it in a
don't.
direction. You can just point it in a direction, and that's the direction your submarine is currently traveling, and then your token does not have to be in an odd spot.
You want me to? Hmm.
So treat it like an treat it like an arrow, I guess would be the way what I'm thinking. So point it in the direction that your submarine is currently traveling.
Could someone else do it? I cannot stress how terrible
Also-
of a computer I have.
I got you.
To
Great.
make movement simpler, you can use the arrow keys when you have it highlighted. You won't be able to rotate it, but
Oh
you can move
my
a single
gosh.
square with the arrow keys.
Thank you, Nikki. Oh my gosh, that makes my life so much easier.
It's been a long time since I've used Roll20, but I do remember some stuff.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna take us that way. Would you like a piloting roll, John?
I would like a piloting roll.
Okay.
I have a
Mhm.
question. Would
Uh-huh.
Nikki have been able to see it through their little viewport? Should they
That would take an
roll
observation. That would take an observation.
Why?
And we all know how my observations go.
Oh dear!
Can't be worse than Mercedes.
Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1, which is everyone within the submarine.
Yippee.
All of your stress levels increase by 1 as you begin to hear her stammering to herself over the radio.
Can Honey yell, would you chill the fuck out and try to do the command relieve stress thing?
Yeah.
I could just make an empathy roll. I have that as a feat.
I'm on a roll!
So yeah, Nikki, as the submarine kind of turns, you get a very brief glimpse of this dot that has grown bigger in your viewport, and then you lose it as the submarine turns. And then you yell. And Dulcet, you snap out of it. So your panic is done, but the effects are still felt.
I still have a level 2 stress. Is that right?
Correct.
You can
Okay.
use your personal item to lower your stress by 1.
I also have a feat or a talent called Calming Presence, where I can reduce the stress level of another character by 1.
Yeah, but you have to abandon your post
Often
for
you
that.
do that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use my special object because it does give me a moment of like RP anyway.
That's fair. Go for it.
Where Dulcet will reach down and she has like a little clamshell shaped locket. And inside is a picture of her and her brother and her dad. And like she just like looks at the picture of them and is like, I've got this. I'm a Hallister. I know what I'm doing. So yeah. And then I will take her stress down to 1.
Okay. Go ahead and make me observation rolls. Or a contact roll if you are utilizing the thingamabob.
Let's let Sam go first. Not Sam. Trey go first, so we can get command bonuses.
Yippee!
As
Yippee!
Alright, who are you commanding?
I will command the pilot,
Actually,
since we're not attacking anyone right now.
Give me a minute, because I think you might be able to... With your...
I'm assuming I don't get that +2 bonus to my command rolls.
No. Unfortunately,
Okay.
that's not how that works.
You know, the PA system doesn't give me a sense of authority.
No.
Dang.
2 successes for
Really?
observation.
You don't get a... I mean, that's fair. You don't get any stunts for command or medical aid. Which is hilarious.
Well, I simply just give them more die to roll.
Yeah. That is pretty much how it works. So, okay. Observations. All right. Okay, there is now a large black dot sitting just outside of 45 degrees to your hard right. It is even with you. It is a vessel, and it is coming your way.
I will open up a line of communication back to Gorgon HQ and ask if we are expecting to see any vessels in our area.
No.
A simple yes or no will do.
No. We are just now parking, and we did not deploy any Odysseys.
There seems to be 2.
I believe we are about to be accosted by 2 pirates.
It's just one ping for right now.
Oh, just one ping.
Just one ping
Oh,
for
I
right
thought
now.
there was a second ping.
Nope, I lied because you were 800 meters out, and that's redonkulous range for what I want these
I
weapons.
thought that I had seen the one like on the other side for some reason.
Oh yeah, well you turned. The vessel
Yeah.
has now turned.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I believe we are about to be accosted by pirates. Permission to engage with the enemy. We have 8 missiles left over and a full stockpile of ammunition of spears.
Yes, I would say go for it, yes. If you feel that you are in danger.
Alright, crew. I believe we are about to be under attack. I vote that we should turn and face them head on and start with a barrage of missiles.
Shouldn't we wait? A barrage. Shouldn't we communicate first and know if they might be lost or something, or anyone else?
Oh yeah, we can communicate with them. Alright, I'll attempt a line of communication with the unknown vessel. Do we have like an ability to openly set out frequencies? Then I will do an open frequency to the other vessel.
Okay.
Another command roll?
Nope. You can just do it. I'm just gonna say for this purpose, you can just do it. What is it that you send to the other vessel?
Again.
What do you ask of this vessel?
The fuck do you pronounce that? Carvis?
Charybdis?
Attention, signal from Charybdis class vessel. Unknown vessel, respond. What is your business?
At first there's silence. Then the radio crackles and a voice comes over. Charybdis class vessel. I am Gar Tycho. You may not know who I am now, but I think the welcome message I'm about to send will show you what's really going on.
Dulcet, turn us their direction and prepare to open fire.
Hey, Commander.
I don't even let this enemy commander finish before I am sending orders to prepare for battle.
It is too late for you, my friend.
Warnings will not be necessary. Cease communications at once. Enjoy the bottom of the ocean.
We'll see. And he cuts communication.
Yeah, Commander Plum doesn't take bullshit from nobody.
Okay.
And with that, general emergency will be set and battle will begin.
Oh boy! Hey, I hope you all have my volume turned down. Woo! And I can go back to this one now. Let's go! I would like everyone to please roll me a d10 because I still have not set up the cards yet, and I'm just going to keep doing it this way because it's easy. Token layer.
That's not in the roll menu. Let me
It's
go roll
not.
it
You have to
down.
Token layer.
type it.
How dare.
I forgot to open the watch together.
You're missing out.
Me
on
too.
this really
But that's because I
cool
joined
music.
late.
Apparently, the previous watch together room does not exist.
Oh
What?
no.
Yeah, it's a different.
Because that's the one where Sam had to use it because Sam didn't have the perms for the watch together.
That's right.
I tried giving it to him. I need a dice roller. Wow, that's terrible. Oh wait, no it's not. The closer to 1 you are, the better. Okay! Do we have any repeats?
Can someone post the link for me? I can't find the old one.
It should be in player resources.
Oh, player resources.
Yeah.
Mess hall.
Doesn't seem to be any repeats. We have me at 8,
Excellent.
Jordan at 9, Nikki at 4, and Mercedes at 5.
Honey, what did you get for your, D10 roll?
4.
4? Oh, that's right, there you are, Lamau. Never mind.
I'll be right back. I need to hit the bathroom pretty badly.
Verdant. Ooh, Verdant, I am sorry for you.
I was too busy looking out the window.
Just a little bit, yeah. Why do I have you? Thank you. I'm missing. End turn. And this one's got A5. Alright. So, what these guys are gonna do is they're gonna thump off! I'm just gonna go 1. Out 1, 2, 3. It's gonna cover a quarter of the distance. Alright! They have launched a torpedo in your general direction and are now not going to be there. I need to set this to repeat now. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will be their turn. Alright! Honey, what would you like to do within your weapon station?
Well, the torpedo's already loaded. Do I have a clear shot?
Currently, would not appear so.
Then I will just bide my time, pull out my dog tags, and just give them a little muttered prayer and tuck them away. Any chance I could have done the reduced stress action leading up to this?
Got you. There is a second torpedo tube if you would like to prepare it.
Oh, okay, then I'll do that.
Yes. Okay, cool. Yes, you have 2 torpedo tubes. You have loaded the one. And we will count this as the load action. So you will dunk another one into place. Alright. And that will be your turn. Does it? There's a torpedo that has been launched at you and it is rapidly approaching. How would you like to avoid it?
I'm going to dive further down, but also forward. An angle, if you will. Down and forward.
How many meters down would you like to go?
What's my
So 50,
limit?
You don't know that.
Oh, great. What am I currently at? 50?
50. You are currently sitting at 50 meters.
And where are they?
50 meters.
Oh.
They're even with you right now.
Let's go down 10 more.
So you want to go down
to 60.
Okay. You just want to go down. So let's do this in squares. Every square is 50 meters. How many squares down do you want to go? Just for simplicity's sake. And you could come back up on the 4th square if you wanted to. If that makes sense.
Right. So I want to go... Oh, see, now we're doing, like, three-dimensional math, and it's throwing me off. The sine, the cosine. What is the tangent? I want to just... How do I describe better? I just want to go down while still going forward. Like,
I got you. So you're gonna dive 50 meters as your first square. Forward is your second square. Out of my way. Forward again as your third square, and then forward again as your fourth square. Or would you like to turn in any point in that?
That's correct. That's where I'm going.
All right. Plum, what would you... And that was your fast action. Was there anything you would like to do with your... would you like to do it again? Because you can. It's your fast action. You have 2 of those per turn.
Yeah? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the screen. We're not going towards them in this moment. I think that's because I'm confused.
Yeah, so the arrow, so the red arrow is
turn.
pointing you in your current submarine's direction. Did you want to turn at any given moment?
We have like a 90-degree angle of fire, so a 90-degree turn will help a lot.
Is that the torpedo over?
This is
Yes,
a torpedo.
this is a torpedo.
Right.
This is them.
Right. I thought we were going straight towards them.
You were,
I'm not
and
sure.
then you had turned at some point.
No, what I said was I wanted to go straight towards them, as the commander said.
Yeah, so like as we initiate a combat,
Like
I
diving.
gave the order to-
Oh, okay. I misunderstood what was happening. All right, leave me alone. All right, so now you are down. So you started here because the torpedo is on a path towards you, and you dove 50 meters, and you now want to go 1, 2, 3 towards them, correct?
Yes, that is what I was. Yes.
Okay.
And no, I want to stop there. I don't want to crash into them. That seems like a bad plan.
Well, you're 50 meters below them, so you could go. You could keep going. Go beneath them.
At that point, they could probably drop charges, but we are in
Yeah,
line of fire to
that-
hit them
yeah, I don't
directly,
wanna-
so I say open
Yeah.
fires where they can't dodge.
Would you like to come back up to even waters, or are you going to stay 50 meters below them?
I would say even waters to get
Okay.
a shot off.
Okay.
That's just
Okay. Then
So-
let's just go back up.
All right. So you dive to avoid the
You don't
trajectory of
move
the
us back,
torpedo.
You keep us forward and change the green.
No.
No.
No,
To
because I'm
move
counting your upwards movement as a square.
Ah.
Yes, so you are going.
Okay.
So think of it like a U shape. You go down 1 square, over left, over, and then up a square.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your 4 squares of movement.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wait, you're not at 150 meters. You are at 50 meters.
Okay.
Alright, Plum, you're up.
I will give Verdant a buff on their shooting.
Yippee.
4 whole successes!
That's a lot.
You get 4 more dice.
Oh, and I will say that the torpedo will just harmlessly pass behind you.
And I'm
because-
actually going to do a
Goodness.
dual command roll and also give another buff to our pilot.
Okay.
2 successes for the
Okay.
pilot.
Yes. Alright. Verdant, you're up.
Alright, so I'm doing
A
a
Comtech
Comtech roll.
with plus
Plus
6. Yeah. And your stress, which is fun.
I think that's all the dice.
Yeah, that'll do it. And this is an AP weapon. Which means they get half. And we're rolling. And okay, so what would you like to do with those extra 2 successes?
More
Damage,
damage.
damage.
Okay. Give me 1 minute to refresh myself on how, if that's just a... How much damage do you take before becoming wrecked? Alright, you have a
Going
rating
to
of
shoot out
damage to
their
vehicles.
engines.
Limits of damage just like people. Most vehicles have an armor rating. A vehicle is suffering damage equal or to excess of its hull range. It is wrecked. This means the vehicle is inoperable. You need to keep going on foot. Spain is to take damage equal to or higher than half of their hull rating. Wrapped it up. Assuming that they suffer component damage. Cool. I forgot how absolutely brutal vehicle combat is in this game system. Okay, but they don't take component. Wait, yes they are. You hit them with a torpedo.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Can I just take out all their weapons and engines and everything?
Now I gotta roll a d6
I want-
now, because you just dealt a grand total of 7 damage to their hull.
And I
Damn.
still have one more missile.
Yeah, except for you use your
Yeah.
fast action to fire it. Don't be a 6. 3. Oh.
May I make? Actually, no. I'll
Succeeds.
hold.
Okay.
Hold.
All right. So the torpedo is launched. Oh, because they have a. Yeah, so they have a chance to avoid it. No, not with that many successes. I would just say that, and you're too close. They can't. They cannot react with how close you are to them. So yeah, your torpedo launches, and it travels very rapidly and across the water, and it impacts the side of the. It impacts the side of the submarine, and it rocks, and it, for a very brief moment, actually touches the surface as the pilot takes it to 0 meters, and they spin
Confirmed hit on the enemy vessel.
Up
Good
in-
job, team.
up in there. Let's say. And he will bring it forward. There. He is not looking good. Wow, you really dislike that, because who knew? Torpedoes were gross. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are going to torpedo of their own. Okay.
Luckily, they're much further away from us and looking away.
A torpedo comes out of the rear section of their submarine and begins to hurtle towards you. Honey,
Yeah.
one of your torpedoes was just launched. Would you like to refill another one?
Yeah, since I don't have line of sight to shoot, I guess I will.
All right. Go ahead and make a heavy machinery roll for me. Okay. You rack the second torpedo. Slam it home. Close the hatch. Tube flooded. Ready to go. Delsit, there's now a torpedo heading your way.
You have 2 extra die to roll with this.
Yep, and try to get. I think I'm gonna do kind of what I did before, that U-shaped situation. So I'm gonna
Okay.
dive down and then come back up.
Okay. Dive. Forward. Would you like to turn at any given moment?
Can I go diagonal?
Yes, I would say so. So you're going to dive at kind of a diagonal direction.
No.
you're going to dive and then diagonal.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
That is 2,
And then another diagonal,
3.
and one more. Coming back up to the...
Okay.
Well,
So
I
you-
guess it's not another diagonal, it just comes back up.
Okay. So you started here. Here, 2, 3. And yes, that'll be it.
Okay.
So you're kind of facing this direction.
3 successes on that one.
You do so successfully. You dive and get out of the way. And the torpedo will off into forever.
Off into Gorgon Point. No!
Off, yeah. Alright, Plum, you're up.
So we are not within range for another shot since we're turned the wrong direction, right?
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm going to make a manipulation check and attempt to reach out to the enemy vessel. Is that allowed?
Yeah.
0 successes, but I'm actually going to push this because I'm a rabble. Oh god, 1 success and 2 panics.
Oh dear.
Okay, so my stress goes up by 1. I'm now at 3.
And
Okay.
everybody else's does too.
Within short range.
Which is everyone in the
In
sub.
the vessel.
Everyone in the
Oh,
sub
everyone
is
in
within
the sub?
short range. Yep.
Oh fuck. Okay, so everyone in the sub goes up by 1.
Okay.
But I do get a success, and I'm going to shout over the radio. Your vessel is nearly cracked in half. Abandon your post and leave us be, and you will leave with your lives.
Say that to the Wolfpack.
Can you please turn us so I can shoot them? I want to do something other than lift torpedoes down here.
I'm working on it. If you'd like to not die, you can just
Oh.
relax, please.
And then a fast action command the pilot.
Okay.
Holy shit!
That's what we like to see. That's what we like.
Oh.
6 extra
That's
die.
so many successes.
Does my stress go down with a roll like that?
Nope.
Fuck. Yeah, alright, pilot, 6 extra dice. Go for it. Go crazy.
I will. That's 4 successes and a panic.
Okay, go ahead and roll your panic then. See how bad it can get. Oh, boo! Okay, so where would you like to send your ship at? You are currently 50 meters below them because they are on the surface.
So that's a diagonal there. I want to be here, and
Okay.
I want to come back up.
Okay.
So that this is a place where we can hit them, right?
Yeah, if you are currently turned towards them.
Okay, then yeah. Great.
Okay.
Are you happy now, honey?
So long as I can shoot, yes.
Well, here you go.
Oh boy, looks like there's more.
Oh, don't like that. Don't like that. My instinct to run may have been correct.
Man, what are the odds that these pirates come at us right as we get our fun new gunship?
Yeah, maybe there is a mole in the organization, considering that we just took this brand new ship out for the first time ever, and suddenly many pirates are here?
Well, some investigating. That implies we're live, which I intend on keeping us.
Okay. How far away is he? 600 meters, too far. He's gonna go... He's just gonna make two piloting maneuvers. Okay, the wounded vessel is going to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's gonna make two piloting maneuvers and come over this way. And then the third vessel... 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that is 3 whole vessels.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have any reverse firing torpedoes, do we?
Could you maybe contact my brother, and we can get help, or find a way out of this? We cannot take on all 3 on our own.
No, a fleet maneuver might be our best bet.
Alright.
Seeing as how one missile hit didn't kill one ship, and we only have 6 missiles left, yeah, we cannot kill 3 ships.
What do you mean? You have a Gatling cannon. You just have to be able to use it. Honey, I will make a recommendation to you as a DM and player of this game.
Overwatch?
Overwatch.
Yeah, I was just looking through the different options and shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
I should have suggested it. I should have suggested it sooner. Because it's a fine balance between whether or not you use the Gatling gun or load the torpedoes. But since you have one ready,
Yeah. Well, and assume Overwatch is actually a fast action.
yep. So if you wanted to load a torpedo and then assume Overwatch, as long as you activate the Overwatch before you load another torpedo, you can maintain that Overwatch for as long as you want.
Yeah.
So, you are maintaining Overwatch?
Yeah.
Very well. And make me a heavy machinery roll so you can load the torpedo and then man your gun.
Also, since I keep getting more successes, can I use the whatever the hell it's called, the stunt, to give myself an extra +1 for
In the future?
roll?
Yes, you may.
Already.
Alright. And you're assuming Overwatch, so the minute a ship comes in view of your gun port, you are opening up, as long as they are within range.
Yep.
Which, for all intents and purposes, is going to be 6 squares.
Already.
Alright, Dulcet, you're up.
Just get me line of sight.
Make a roll with a
Which-
+6.
So, honey, you want to be in line of sight of one of the ships?
Correct.
Is that what I'm hearing?
It is
Probably
a...
the one that's already pretty damaged.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's do the one that's damaged. That's the one that's running over there on the right side, right?
You're just going to
Yup.
want to hit a right-leaning 180 and
Yep.
just point them right behind it.
Yep.
Alright. Honey, you see, in your crosshairs, I believe you are within range. Is that 6 squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is indeed.
Let me actually roll though first. Hold on.
Vernon, did I skip your last turn? I think I may have, actually. I think I was so excited to unveil the rest of the Wolfpack that I may have skipped your
Well,
turn.
We skipped a turn because they couldn't missile anything, but...
That too.
I still had a missile.
You
Yeah,
did, but
We've only fired one missile.
Your forward-facing arc was not within.
No, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Can I just say that I've overwatched fun?
Yes, absolutely. Go for it.
Yippee!
You still have that +2 bonus from my last buff I gave you.
I do? Or
Yep.
Mercedes?
Mercedes had a +6.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got 1 success.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
successfully bring the ship about, and it is now
14
ready.
dice.
Yeah.
1 success.
Verdant, you have two targets of opportunity. You have one that is currently in
feel
front
like-
of you, which is probably about to get shredded, and you have one further
Yeah.
away.
I feel like I should go for
Okay, go ahead and make me a contact roll.
the further one just to do damage to
4
it.
extra dice total from commander buffs.
Is that including being in a ship?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot of successes.
Okay. So, for the sake of torpedoing, I will say that if you would like to, you may use 2 of those extra successes to make it harder to judge where your torpedo is going, thus increasing the difficulty of the piloting roll made by the other vessel to avoid getting hit.
I feel like that's worth.
Okay. And then what would you like to use your other success for?
Damage.
Okay, so 1 extra damage.
Always damage.
As you... And it will just continue forward. Okay. Honey, go ahead and roll me a heavy machinery check to obliterate something.
Would it be heavy machinery, even though it's a ranged?
Correct,
Combat?
because you're using a heavy mounted weapon within a vehicle. Vehicle combat's a little bit different. And so you will be using a heavy machinery check upon this weapon. You do have a +2 with it though, so.
But then the next question.
Uh-huh.
Can I go full auto?
With this weapon you may. It does have the full auto keyword. You will incur, do you have the machine gunner stunt?
I took the machine gunner talent.
Then you will not incur a point of stress as you just start to hammer the crank.
Can you say Daka Daka Daka?
Daka Daka Daka, as you have 2 hits. What would you like to
And
use your
I
extra
roll
success
one.
for? Alright, what do you want that extra success put into? And for this purpose, you can use ranged combat stunts, because it would make...
That's what I was looking at.
It would make no sense to do anything else.
Would panic rolls matter in this kind of situation?
Explain.
You pin down your enemy, they need to make immediate panic roll.
Oh, in vehicles, no.
Okay. Then... we'll just bump it up a damage.
Okay. And I believe your auto Gatling cannon does a funny amount of damage. Yeah, 3 damage.
Yeah. Also, does the weapon have any extra dice?
You have a +2 from the ship itself. That's pretty much it.
Okay, the weapon doesn't have dice.
No. It's just it is a +2 from the vessel.
Shame.
I mean, it's a +2 all around. That's what the stations are. So it's a +2 maneuverability for piloting checks, +2 for comtech when using sonar / the guidance device, +2 for your racks, and it'll be a +2 for aiming this weapon. Until the full version of the Charybdis is deployed. Because remember, this is just a prototype. And it is a base
No, I was just
3
checking
damage,
because,
and is
most of
armor
the other
penetrating.
weapon profiles did have extra dice, so just checking.
So, but I have saves to make. Where's my next roll? Wait, it's too many. Wow. Oh, but it does not matter. because he only has 3 hull remaining. Ooh. Ooh.
So
Ooh.
I did just look. You have it listed as +3 damage 3 medium AP.
Yeah, so this is the +3 is going to be when the full version comes out. It's just right now
Okay,
it's
okay.
a +2.
I'll stop arguing now. Gotcha.
No, you're good. You're good. It's good to look. So you unload, and you riddle the rear area of this ship, and it slows down, but still continues to chug. Now it is actually Plum's turn, because those were all Overwatches. Try!
That's a lot of panic.
Oh, dearie me.
Wait, Trey, I think you only roll
Uh-oh.
1 panic dice when you panic.
Yeah, you only roll a 1.
To roll.
So we'll take the 6. Yeah, so we'll take your 6 and your 1 success. What would you like to do? Also, you're muted for if you're trying to talk.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I was supposed to talk. Yeah, I have 1 success to the both of you, and I'll try and make a Comtech roll to reach out to our home base and request assistance, because there's a lot of guys.
Very well.
Two successes.
Okay. You will send out a message. What would you like to say in your message?
Mayday, mayday. 3 enemy vessels have accosted us. Send help immediately. And I'll give coordinates.
Okay. Denson will reply. We are on our way. Do not worry. Alright.
And that is my turn.
Very well. Vernon!
Extra command die to the 2 gunners.
My turn?
Yep.
Is there a missile loaded?
There is 1 more missile loaded. Oh, actually, there's 2 missiles loaded because Honey slapped 1 in and then manned the gun. So you have 2 torpedoes ready to go. I believe we are now sitting at 1 was launched, 2 are in the tube. You have 6 more torpedoes in reserve. And I will mark that.
I feel like I should hold off before firing another one for Honey to either eviscerate this guy or to see how this one damages. Because I don't want to waste all of them. I want to use them as, like, getting damage in.
Mm-hmm.
So is it possible for me just to, like, hold the action?
Yeah, you want to Overwatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just going to Overwatch on the Comtech check?
Sure.
Oh, dearie me. Yeah, motherfucker is not going to survive that torpedo. I don't think. Okay. D3, and he's going to come to... he is equal with you now, so he's going to hold there. And... torpedo of his own. Okay. This guy is going to chug 1, 2. He is now slowed down because Honey unknowingly managed to brain the engineer in the back of the ship. And this final one needs to make me a very difficult pilot check to avoid this torpedo. He will not. And you said you put it into extra damage, yes?
My shot, yes.
The torpedoes. Nin's extra torpedo was 4 successes, 1 extra damage, so this is at least 6 damage if no saves are done. Consider me a lucky, lucky boy. He's still going to take 4 damage, but that does not damage any of his components. As you hear successful impact. Okay. Honey.
Alrighty, so both the tubes are still loaded?
Both the
Yep,
tubes are
both
still
are
loaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is just out of range of your Gatling gun. Would you like?
Damn it.
You should Overwatch again.
But I wanted to aim. Alright, I'll Overwatch.
You can Overwatch and aim, I believe, because they're both short actions.
Okay, then I'll Overwatch and aim.
There you go. All right. Dulcet, there's a torpedo heading your direction.
I see that. I'm gonna race forward, I think, towards this ship. Well, I don't know. Oh!
Piloting is hard work, folks.
Yeah, because I kind of want to run. But I know that
I will
he
say,
wants to get closer.
I will say that currently the enemies are cutting you off from Gorgon Point. To escape,
Which direction is
to
Gordon Point?
to escape would be southwards. I apologize.
Oh, I thought it was.
I am evil, aren't I? Though you can do 2 piloting maneuvers, so you can move 8 squares total.
Okay, let me
Wait.
roll
can someone
before
do
I start
Overwatch
moving again.
mid-movement? Can someone Overwatch mid-movement?
What are you
Well, even if we
overwatching
move
about?
4, it would activate the
I think he's talking about whenever we move forward, Honey fires, and then we continue the movement.
And then you take a 180 and then face this guy again.
And torpedo
for another
him?
shot. Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, so I got
I see,
4
that's what we should
successes
Okay.
on piloting for the first one.
Okay. All right. So where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
Down. I mean, just as close as Honey needs me to get.
Okay. Okay.
4.
That'll do it, and that'll put you in short range. You'll actually get a +1 to your roll using
So
the Gatling gun.
What, a total of +6? Because I'm aiming? Oh. So yeah, just extra damage.
Okay. It is AP, so boop. Yeah, that's not enough. So, as you break the torpedo, the water is filled with oil and scrap, and the vessel begins to sink, drifting beneath the waves, and several humanoid shapes do come out of it. But he begins to drift beneath the waves. He is dead. Okay. And then would you like to, Mercedes, turn the vessel again?
Yeah.
As this torpedo just
and
buggers
then,
right off.
So I understand for those extra successes, I can toss those onto a future roll. Because that's kind of the only stunt that I really get with piloting. So it'd be adding 3 additional dice to the current roll that I'm doing.
Yes. Let me double check that. But I think that is the correct understanding. Piloting, your gain a +1 modification to a later roll relating to this one. Yeah, so you will roll an additional +3 die because you are starting to have the adrenaline kick in and your skills heighten. Is the way that it pretty much works.
Ooh.
Get a hook.
Yeah, I would push. I would push that. There you go.
3 successes.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
I'm going to exactly what we talked about. 180 that backwards to aim at this guy.
So you were kind of so you want to are you aiming at the new guy or are you aiming down here or are you aiming up
Nope.
here?
I was gonna say we should go after the guy down there because he's already been damaged and lowering their.
Oh, has he been?
economies.
Yes, he got hit by a torpedo. It didn't really seem like it damaged him nearly as much.
We're here.
Yeah, you were
So
right.
we just want to move 1 forward
Mhm.
and then 2 down.
Okay.
Kind of avoid their wreckage.
No,
Can I launch my second torpedo?
Fire! Comtech, roll me.
Alright, it's still +4, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Successes on the stress die. We love to see that.
That's what those stress die are there
And
for.
what would you like to
Did
use
you have
your...
the extra die from me?
Correct.
Hooray.
What would you...
We will do damage. Always damage. I don't have enough because it's 2 to make it harder to hit.
Alright. That's fair. Plum, you're up.
I think another 2 command die to my allies is definitely the way to go.
Okay.
This one's to honey. Oh god. Keep rolling stresses. So that's an extra d6 to honey. Oh god, everybody's stress goes up by 1.
I love this game! I love this game!
Oh, fuck off. Alright, and 2 die to Din.
Roll another stress die.
Fucking hell.
Currently, you're holding the,
weapons.
well, you're currently holding a pork chop, which will allow you to communicate with your allies. You drop it to the floor. It will take you a quick action to pick it back up.
That's fine.
And your stress level increases by 1.
I'm at 5 now.
Captain, I swear to God, when we get back.
This is my favorite part of this system. Verdant, you're up!
Hey, next time I level up, I'm gonna take the willpower one, where my stress die is 2 less always.
I don't have the ability to aim at this one, do I? You said 90 degrees, so I was just curious.
You do. He's within your 90-degree arc.
And question, is the feat a fast action or a slow?
What?
The Common Presence? It just says that once per turn you can reduce the stress level of a character within short range.
I would say that it would be...
It does say that you have to be in a relatively safe place.
Oh.
I feel fine. I have a torpedo, so...
Yeah, except for there's other people out there with
Yeah.
torpedoes.
It's fine. Alright, in that case, I'm gonna fire missile at the unshot man.
Okay, go for it.
How many am I adding for this tray?
2 extra die.
Okay.
I believe you just launched a torpedo, so you're at 5 torpedoes now. Oh, dearie me, and you can't push it.
Why can't I push it?
Because you stressed.
Stress.
Oh, this is so sad.
This is my favorite thing.
My first stress. It's gonna be bad.
-2 to all modifications using agility. Which...
That's fine. That doesn't matter.
I don't think matters in this current situation. Okay. But that would be your turn unless you want to Overwatch.
Yeah, there's no reason not to.
Okay. Oh, got one more. Yeah, I don't see why not.
feel like I need just to
Can I
stop.
fire a
rolling dice
missile
now.
at their missile?
You can try, but... Okay. From outside your ship, you hear a... and then you don't hear any impacts. Because I also can't roll for shit. This guy here is going to attempt to avoid the shit show that's coming his way. He does not. So your torpedo will, it will find purchase because he did not see it coming. It's armor piercing, so... that's not going to be enough. It's going to drop him 4. One more D6 to figure out what happens to this poor submarine. 4. I believe that is a tailspin. Oh, bullshit!
Does it die?
No. Something funny is about to happen, and it's either gonna be really sad for me or really funny. Fuck. It's very sad for me. So your torpedo slams into the front end of the ship with a very satisfying and resounding. And there is a lot of smoke billowing out of the nose of this, submarine. But he is going to continue his turn, this move here, and be facing this direction. Alright, honey. There's a submarine that is in range of you. And he looks very hurt.
Daka.
Go for it.
+1 die for me.
So I'm aiming in docking, so that's what, 7?
Yep. Oh dear.
God damn it.
Better roll me that stress die,
Okay,
King.
still 1 hit.
Go on, Queen, roll me that stress die. God damn it. Of all the people that I want to fail, I want it to be you. Yeah, you roll a hit. It is an armor-penetrating weapon. Oh, you're good. You only need the 1. You only roll once if you...
both or just the 1?
Just the 1. So we'll take that first
okay,
one.
Cool.
And it is an armor-piercing weapon, so he loses half his saves. He doesn't save once. It's a 3-damage weapon. Hey, guess what? That's enough.
Heli adds another notch to the bulkhead.
This thing has been slipping.
Honey, god damn it. I've been
Beneath,
doing so good.
beneath the, he's been slipping beneath the waves for some time. Okay. Alright. Dulcet, there is one more enemy.
Oh, I see them.
You would be able to see them. They are currently 45 degrees to your right and bearing down fast.
Let's. How many successes did I get last time I rolled? Where am I rolling? 3. Now I pushed, so do I still get the? Can I still do the stunt? Question mark.
As long as you don't stress, you can do whatever stunt you want. Yeah. Yeah, because you have +3. You have +. How many successes did you get the last time?
So it'd mean I got 4 last time.
Yeah. Yes, you could add 2.
Then
You could add 2 to your next roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Surprisingly, Dulcet's starting to have a lot of fun in this submarine. At first they were stressed, and then they really started to realize that, holy crap, these guys are terrible at their jobs.
Listen, she knows exactly what she's doing. That's what she decided.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That's where I'm gonna go.
Oh dear.
Just whoop.
Oh dearie, dearie me. She's sticking in the fight, ladies and gentlemen. There's a clear path to freedom, but no, she decides to turn around and go fight these guys. I like it.
Do we have
Right?
more ammunition? Oh, hold on. I should have asked.
We still have 5 torpedoes.
Yeah.
Currently,
and I had Overwatch.
they are not loaded.
Oh, I thought they were.
No.
Oh no, there is one tube loaded because you failed the Comtech roll, so one of them did not shoot.
Oh, yeah.
So, can I shoot for my Overwatch?
Yeah!
Yeah, I mean, I do have it on Dulcet's sheet that she is reckless. That is her talent. So, I think she would stay in the fight, and
Especially
pirates
after
killed her father.
Especially
So-
after you start winning.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
dearie
You can
me.
fight right now. No.
I rolled successes, so
Burn it,
it's
no.
fine.
Gosh darn it.
I'm fine.
Alright.
I've never been better.
Yeah, he's not going to have a chance to react to this because this torpedo is hurtling at him. So he's just going to immediately make an armor save.
Damage.
Wow, okay. Damage, you say?
Damage, I say.
Okay, so he's going to use 6 points of hull damage as this torpedo makes a very satisfying sound. And yes, I will use the soundboard. I paid for the soundboard. No, I didn't. I don't have nitro. I just exist. I need to roll another d6, and I hope to God I roll a 6 because it would be really, really funny.
Is 6 that they explode, John?
It is definitely an oil fire ignites inside the vessel and everyone burns. And because it's a submarine, oh boy, that's not a fun time. But yeah, in essence, they just explode. Severe spin, which means that they're going to drop 50 meters, and the pilot needs to make a difficult check. He fails, which means that they just continue to plummet, and the vessel sinks to crush depth.
Oos!
Yeah, that was anticlimactic.
I'll take an anticlimactic victory over a failure. Well, everyone, I believe a bottle of wine and a lot of drinking awaits us back at home.
I never had a doubt. We have the best pilot around.
Let's get the
Agreed.
hell out of here.
You all can hear Honey's voice just echoing up as she sings. She's having the time of her life right now. Also, make sure it's loaded just in case. Son of a bitch.
Can't move that one. I was just gonna switch with the one that is pointed to the correct direction.
And now the adrenaline wears off and she's shaking like a leaf.
It's okay, so is Verdant.
I could definitely use a drink. Or 5.
You should keep looking at the observation tablet thing.
Please keep looking at
that
the
sounds like
observation.
a good idea.
Okay, we are headed back. I made a pretty good piloting roll there, so
And 2 successes on Comtech.
yay!
That is
Can you
so
let-
many 5s. Wait, what?
That is a lot of 5.
No!
It's an obnoxious number of 5.
That is 10 5s. What the fuck?
Commander, can I please request that you please let my brother know that we are safe and we are on our way back?
Oh, yes, of course. And I'll use that extra success to send a message back to home. Give them the news we're fine.
Hey, we still got plenty of torpedoes down here. We can go for another round.
No, we can't!
Verdant is going to just quietly start playing with his necklace. It jingles a little bit.
Denson will pick up the radio. Oh, thank goodness. We were still about maybe 3/4 of a kilometer away from you. So you should be able to hear us approaching any minute now, but I'm glad to hear that you are safe.
One of them introduced themselves as Taiko, correct? Denson, do you know anyone? I mean, I don't think you would know their names, but do you?
Sounds familiar.
Well, he's either swimming or at the bottom of the ocean.
And I think,
Good.
what did he call the other ship? Wolfspack something? Wolf something?
The Wolfpack.
Yes.
Yes. It's what they call
You know
their...
them.
Well, it's what they call their general submarine hunting parties. They call them the Wolfpacks. They usually head out from anywhere of 3 to as many as 9 vessels, depending on what they want, and each equipped with various weapons and abilities, some designed for ramming, others designed for long-range torpedo support. At least they are dealt with this one for now, but if they did manage to get any messages out before they were all sunk, then we may be in for more trouble in the long run. But I'm very happy to know that you all are very much safe.
We'll be back very soon.
Try not to delay.
That is near impossible with the way I tend to drive.
Don't I know it? We'll see you back at Gorgon Point then. And the radio goes quiet. But eventually you make it back to Gorgon Point.
You all are going to be spending tomorrow with me training.
I did perfectly fine.
You were freaking the fuck out the entire time.
I was excited to shoot the big gun.
Well, first voyage and she's blooded. Would somebody else speak up? I don't want to do all the talking here. It was a fight. We defended ourselves. We are alive.
It just wasn't an expected fight.
It is a circumstance where I certainly believe that I would have preferred to not have been involved, but I am glad that I was here to help pilot you. I don't know if I was the best person, but I think that we got through well enough.
You were definitely the best person.
You did an amazing job, and we did more than well enough. We were outnumbered. They had the element of surprise. Everybody did wonderfully. You just need to learn to keep your cool. They were scum of the earth. They deserved what happened to them.
I know. No one knows that like I do. I just... It's like I think if I stop gripping the steering, my hands will shake until they can't grip it again.
Welcome to your first taste of combat. At least I hope that was your first taste.
Not quite, but one that I actually felt I could have died in, yes.
Now then, Captain, how about we break out some cigars and some good alcohol?
Absolutely. For my
Celebrate
personal
our
supply.
and celebrate our continued breathing.
You homeward. And you make the dock. The arms come down and pull you from the water. The hatch is open. And you all step onto the steel deck of Gorgon Point.
It's good to be on solid land.
You know that I think that's when Plum will bring everybody in for drinks, merriment from surviving our first big combat.
And
Sorry, Puddin's very distressed about something in the other room.
and as you all make your way,
Dog angrily walking around Gorgon Point.
as you all make your way towards not Professor Plum, that's Clue. What am I talking about? Commander Plum's quarters. Dunzen comes from Docket Bay 2, and he sprints to the group. And he slams into Dulcet in a massive hug.
I'm fine. You don't have to... I'm okay.
I don't think you
I know how to drive. Believe it or not.
That's not what I was worried about. I don't know if you... don't know if you remember the name. It's him.
Now, because of Honey and Verdant's good work, he can rot at the bottom of the sea. And you don't have to worry.
Did he? Are you sure?
There was a lot of oil and a lot of parts of the ships in the water. If they survived, it was narrowly. And they'd have to wait for someone else to come and get them because we destroyed all three of them.
No reason to stress. I think it is time for suppose it would be time for a drink, yes. Nothing to stress about. You all did very well. I'm terribly sorry how often I seem to be throwing you into the deep end. No pun intended, but I promise it is not purposeful.
Dulcet will exchange like a glance with Commander Plum, before looking to Denzin. Perhaps we should get that drink and talk more quietly somewhere about a suspicion that I had, maybe?
Kind of tilts his head a little bit. Okay. That works for me.
Wherever we get drinks, Plum, you're in charge here.
Plum has a personal reserve of whiskey.
Ooh.
Just something to keep on hand. Yeah, that's it.
What are the coincidences of a second time this specific team going out, a newer team, and being under attack by the pirates? Well, the first time we just found the pirates had already attacked someone, but it was recent. And then today we go out in a brand new ship, and 3 of them block our way from getting back.
I do not doubt that there's a mole in our midst, but the difficulty will be hunting him down. Though this does suffice evidence that there is a mole.
Would it not just be possible that Scylla is becoming more active within the area and we are just unluckily stumbling into things? I mean, everyone here has been vetted and cleared by...
Luck should play no factor when lives are on the line. Even if there's a chance of a mole being in our midst, we should treat it as an absolute certainty.
That's where we disagree, I suppose. Luck plays a large role here in the sea.
And what if I'm wrong? Your defense against there might not being a mole is concerning. If I'm wrong and there is no mole, then no harm done.
No, I'm not saying that I don't understand that. I don't want to believe it.
What?
I just don't want to believe it. I rechecked everyone here. Scientists all the way down to maintenance.
Then check again. And if nothing comes up, check a third time.
Okay. I will do this. As your dive master and the one responsible for your safety in the sea, I will do this.
Thank you.
Of course.
And Plum will wait for him to leave.
He mills about for a little while, assuming to just have a drink or two. And then he...
Can I make a deception check? Just to...
yeah, go ahead and make it. Go ahead and make an empathy check.
Empathy?
Or manipulation. Sorry, manipulation check is what it's going to end up being.
Ooh, 4 successes.
And 2 panic.
Oh God. I'm shocked I'm still panicking after that call.
I will say, your panic. I will say your panic will be done. So you're gonna have 3 successes because we'll reduce you. Everyone's stress will be reduced to 0 at this point.
Yippee!
Yeah.
3 successes on deception because I want to make him think I'm still amicable, but I'm definitely suspicious of him after that.
Okay. Yeah, he
Then after he leaves,
he
which
seems to
hopefully
think
we'll
you
see
guys are
about
buddies.
later.
But after about 2 or 3 drinks, and just having some light conversation around, he will eventually yawn. And it's been a hard day. I think it might be best to retire for now.
Of course, please have a good rest. We'll just be up drinking a little longer. My nerves are still causing me to shake.
Yeah, I understand. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Have a
Of
good
course.
night.
And he will find his quarters.
He'll wait until he can hear his footsteps leave. He'll look up at his team. With that reaction, we cannot immediately dissuade him from being the mole.
Dulcet will immediately give you just not even like a look of anger, just a look of like, are you stupid?
I am practical. There's no reason he should have been so resilient to the idea.
He is.
Mr. Plum, with all due respect, if he was the mole, it wouldn't have been a group of 3. It would have been a group of 9. They would have known we were coming, in exactly what armaments we had.
If Denzin was the mole, I wouldn't have been your pilot.
You came to join us without his knowledge. Is that true?
And he would have fought harder for me to not join. He would have foreboded it. It wouldn't have happened.
Your family. I'm not saying he's the mole just yet. It's just, we can't be certain.
Do you not understand, Plum? Have you not heard? Do you not believe me when I tell you that that man, the one we heard over that radio today, killed my father? Tenzin was... For you to accuse my brother of being involved at all, in any capacity, with those monsters, you should... I will prevent myself from speaking further. And she will just walk away. She out.
Pretty sure you done fucked up. Takes a shot.
I never claimed he was truly the mole, but we cannot rule anyone out just yet.
I mean, there is the chance that there's no mole, but we should at least be cautious of what we say. Loose lips sink ships and all that.
Understood. Please,
And
go back to your quarters. I need to relieve myself of this headache.
Have a good night. Verdant will take one last drink before heading out.
can you at least hook me up with some of that tobacco first?
I've already given you 4 packs. I don't think... how much are you smoking in a day?
Don't worry about it.
All right. So I'm assuming that's the end of the session, but I'm assuming I can update my list where Dulcet is my rival and Honey is my ally.
Yeah, I would say that's fair.
Are you cool with that, Mercedes? Are you rivals now?
For across the course of the campaign, because for this moment, she is unhappy with you.
Oh yeah, no,
this
is how buddies and rivals works. You can absolutely change them at a whim, like just because. Yeah, buddies and
do not take Plum like as me. I fucking love playing just slightly fucked up characters, and Plum is absolutely way too scared for his own good. He will not take an uncertainty seriously.
And keep in mind that session 2, Plum was Honey's rival because he was such a smart asshole.
Yeah. But no, Mercedes, trust me, that's all in character. I love this.
No,
shit.
I know. Oh no, I'm very aware. You're good.
Okay.
But yeah, you can definitely update that. She's very angry.
Hell yeah.
She upset with you. She said, "My brother."
Wait a minute. Hold up. It's not me, right?
What's that? Whoops.
Fuck, I just realized I did the speech.
Doesn't have seatbelts anymore? Uh-oh. And she took a hard turn. He flew out of the ship. Oh no.
Oh dear!
I did the speech from, I forget what movie, but Iron Man speech, where it's like, we can't treat a threat as anything but an absolute certainty.
Oh, is it Ultron, I think?
I think it was Ultron, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, look how that turned out.
Alright!
I wouldn't be lying if I said Tony Stark was not an inspiration for this character.
That's fair.
He'll
kiddos.
see that 1% chance for being he'll see that 1% chance of being the mole and take it as a certainty. That's why I love Commander Plum. He's just a fucking idiot. He's a dumbass.
Here we go, folks. My favorite part of the session. Question and answer time. Did you participate in the game session?
Yeah.
Yay! Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda?
No.
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
we're getting out of debt.
I didn't get any fish.
I kept telling them to drive closer so I could shoot, so...
Yeah, I would say that.
I think that's a no for me.
Did you risk your life for your buddy PC?
No,
Yes.
they weren't here today.
Oh,
Honey's here, I think.
Yeah, that would be a yep, since Plum and Plum and Honey are buddies now.
Did you stand up to your rival, PC?
Yes, I implicated their brother as the mole.
Yeah, that'll do it. I'm so... A telltale notification pops up in the corner of Commander Plum's vision. Dulcet will remember that.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. I love this. I love conflict.
Did you make a panic roll?
Yeah.
Everyone did.
Hooray! Did you overcome a dangerous event using violent or non-violent means?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Violence!
Did you make a significant discovery or revelation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? I'm gonna say yes because now you know how to pilot a war machine.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, so you all got those experience points. So yeah.
Experience points.
Yeah, remember, 5 experience points and a dice roll / explanation to yours truly, and you can get a talent or increase a skill.
I'm getting the Iron Will talent.
That is a very good one. Explain to me who's, ooh, you can use that to increase, thingamabobs if you would like. Go ahead and you can think on it, DM me, I don't care. You all have access to the rule book. Peruse at your pleasure. But to everybody back home, till next time, hold your breath.